straight fight for FAM presidency. Adele slays the Grammys. Hi there, I'm Daniel Bakri with Cuppa News. Game on. The ongoing battle between the Johor Crown Prince and Tan Sri Anwar Musa has moved to the next level with a straight fight for the FAM presidency. FAM Secretary-General Datuk Hamidin Muhammad Amin confirmed the national body received the nomination acceptance forms from both candidates, who have been throwing barbs at each other in recent months.
Dengan adanya calon-calon yang menawarkan diri daripada jawatan Presiden Timbalan Naib Presiden Exco dan Exco Wanita tu menunjukkan masih ramai lagi pemimpin-pemimpin yang berminat untuk membawa bola sepak negara ke arah yang lebih tinggi. Itu nombor satu. Kedua, saya merasakan mana-mana calon yang menawarkan diri ini memang telah bersedia untuk memberikan khidmat yang terbaik, kerana kita faham peminat-peminat inginkan perubahan secepat mungkin, iaitu perubahan supaya terutamanya pasukan bola sepak negara kita untuk kembali menyinar.
The two other candidates, Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin and FAM Integrity Committee Chairman Tan Sri Asye Mat, withdrew from the contest. The election for FAM's Executive Committee for the 2017 to 2021 term will be held at its 53rd Annual Congress on March 25th. The internet lover who loved me not. Bukit Aman's Commercial Crime Investigation Department and its Singaporean counterpart have crippled 4 syndicates behind an African scam. The 108 victims suffered total losses exceeding 21.6 million ringgit.
A joint operation conducted in several Malaysian states last week yielded 27 arrested suspects, including 11 Nigerians and 13 Malaysian women.
43 reports we lodged in Singapore. And out of those 43, we have managed to identify 13 of them. 13 of those reports has also similarities and connections with reports lodged in Malaysia involving 65 cases, 65 reports.
While arrest operations were ongoing in Malaysia, the Singapore Commercial Affairs Department coordinated investigations against 6 female suspects in the Republic who transferred criminal proceeds to Malaysia-based suspects. Telecommunications devices, computers, and ATM cards were seized during the operation, conducted between February 6 and February 10.
In other news, Grab car drivers are calling for the ride-hailing service company to review its policy of deducting the wages of drivers who turn away customers. Small and Medium-Scale Entrepreneurs Alliance of Malaysia, or ICLAS, says the association received complaints from some of its members who are Grab car drivers.
Ada segelintir daripada saya punya sahabat-sahabat mendapat mesej daripada Grab bahawasanya anda dipotong sebanyak RM1,110, ada yang sampai RM1,600. Jadi kalau tuan-tuan fikir secara logik, kalau satu hari kita boleh masuk job hanya paling kuatlah kita kata 50, kita ignore 25, kita ambil 25. Tapi kalau kita kira balik dalam masa tempoh 1 minggu, adakah boleh mencapai amount macam tu?
Tak, kita bagi tempoh seminggu. Menteri Pengangkutan perlu selesai isu masalah taksi, Grab car, Uber. Kalau sekiranya tak selesai, ICLAS akan buat satu laporan polis untuk tindakan Yang Amat Berhormat PM, SPRM dan untuk pihak-pihak tertentu.
GrabCar also stipulated that the drivers cannot turn away more than 200 customers a week. A 6-year-old boy died after he fell from the 3rd story of a teacher's quarters in Shah Alam on Sunday. According to police, Muhammad Shafiq Shahmi Muhammad Saufi had climbed onto a coffee table placed by an open window. A post-mortem revealed that his skull was seriously fractured due to the fall. The boy was with his mother and stepfather at the time of the incident. Police have ruled out foul play. Meanwhile, 2 jobless men pleaded guilty at the Shah Alam Sessions Court when they were charged with the attempted murder of an Indonesian woman. Muhammad Aidil Fitri, Muhammad Pawat, and Muhammad Afiq Jamli, both 20, were accused of assaulting Miss Nasri Wahyu Ningsih before bundling her in a gunny sack and throwing her into the Klang River on February 6th. The offence under Section 307 of the Penal Code carries a jail term of up to 20 years. Judge Salamat Yahya fixed March 15th for sentencing. After unloading 500 tons of supplies in Yangon last Thursday, the Malaysian ship carrying aid for the Rohingya finally anchored off Bangladesh today with hopes of unloading the rest of its 2,200-ton cargo for the refugees. Patrick Lee reports.
Okay, it's about 2:30 p.m. local time in Bangladesh right now, and I'm currently on the nautical alia, and we're anchored about 6 kilometers off the coast of Cox's Bazar right now, and it's a point which the Bangladesh Navy has currently given the nautical alia, the Rohingya aid ship that is currently carrying about 2,100 tons of aid cargo meant for Rohingya refugees and in some of the camps located in Cox's Bazar and further south in Teknaf. Just a little bit about the meeting between the Bangladesh Navy captain. His name is Captain Muhammad Nizamul Haq, and the aid mission organizers. It was actually very cordial. So of course some pleasantries were exchanged and some tokens of appreciation were exchanged as well. But one very important thing to note was that there was the kind of chatter that was actually going on between the two sides. It was very cordial. It was very relaxed. The media was allowed to be in the room during this meeting, and there was even some chatter, some talk about how the aid mission organizers would be given the opportunity to actually buy fresh fish from the area, and that was actually one of the things that was actually mentioned during the meeting. It is expected that some of this aid, actually all the aid cargo, would be also loaded onto a barge. We're not sure yet how and when these barges will actually come over to the ship, but it could be very much so in the near future. And so right now there is still yet no approval for the passengers or the volunteers of the aid mission to get down onto Bangladeshi land, but it is something that we expect a decision or a green light would come to very soon. Patrick Lee, reporting for the Star TV.
More than 80 fires broke out in New South Wales, Australia, leading to road closures and the evacuation of residents. Officials say the conditions were worse than those preceding the 2009 Black Saturday fires in Victoria State, which killed 173 people. There were no reports of injuries, but the small town of Urabri was largely destroyed. The small community north of Mudgee lost 9 of its 12 homes in the blaze. New Zealand authorities will be cutting holes in 300 whale carcasses so the bodies don't explode as they decompose on the beach at Golden Bay. They are some of the 700 whales which became stranded last week.
Unfortunately, when a whale heats up, a lot of pressure builds up in their body, and the only option is for them to explode. And just with the movement of the currents of the ocean and the heat of the sun in the last couple of days, a lot of them are not looking like whales very much anymore.
Hundreds of rescuers managed to save around 400 pilot whales on the South Island beach on the weekend after one of New Zealand's largest whale strandings. Famed jazz singer Jarreau died at age 76 on Sunday, just hours before the Grammy Awards. The 7-time Grammy winner is known for hits like We're in This Love Together and Moonlighting.
If there's any music that is really kind of our own, this is stuff that we call jazz. I mean, we got blues and country too, but jazz is very special for me. That's ours and embraced all over the world. So great for me to be here.
Jarreau was hospitalized for exhaustion last week, but the cause of his death is unknown. A 150-year-old wedding dress was found after the owner's Facebook appeal went viral in the United Kingdom. Tess Newell took to social media to track down the gown after she could not locate the dress when the launderette she sent it to became bankrupt. The dress, which Newell inherited from her great-grandmother who wedded in 1870, was finally found by the landlord of the shop property when he saw a crumpled heap of lace on the floor. And that's a wrap for Cuppa News. Thanks for watching and good night.